Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're into kicks and you're into sneakers, you know that it's an expensive game. So in today's video, we are going to talk about some of the tactics that you can use to save money or even end up buying kicks at retail. Before getting started, let's do a mandatory drip check. So today I'm rocking this flannel from Tranya. This crew neck is from Quaz and Uniqlo collaboration. For the cargos, I'm rocking the utility cargos from Koala, and for kicks today we have the Jordan 6's University Blues on. Hey guys, so are you ready to snag those coveted kicks at retail without having to drain your wallet on resale? Let's dive into some mantras and strategies to help you cop sneakers for retail price. Okay, so first things first, right? You need to stay ahead of the game with the release calendars. Knowledge is power, guys. There's no two ways about it. Brands like Nike, Adidas, and Puma, they regularly update their release calendars. And by keeping tabs on these schedules, you can mark your calendars for the upcoming drops. For general releases, you can consider lining up at your local retailers like Foot Locker or JD Sports, or by being prompt online. For instance, Nike often employs different drop methods like the first come first serve (FCFS). So mostly GRs and even some collab sneakers like the Nego Air Forces or the Stash Dunks were released on FCFS basis, and being punctual and being on time is basically the key here. Another caveat with this is that for some of these releases, like for the FCFS drops, Nike usually drops them at 6 a.m. So you need to set your alarms and be there for the drop. The next one is timed raffles and high profile releases such as Travis Scott collaborations. They might involve a time raffle. So usually it is about 30 minutes or so, and entering promptly increases your chances, but it's not a given, right? So you need to just enter, you need to take your chances. I usually prefer, let's say if it's a 30-minute drop, I usually prefer entering around the 10 to 20 mark. So I'm not the first one, I'm not the last one, but it has helped me secure some wins. So you can consider doing that, or maybe entering early, or maybe entering the last. You never know, right? You might get picked up. Nike also drops some sneakers on early exclusive access, but that is usually on the sneakers app. So unfortunately for countries like Canada and India, which are my primary audience, we can skip this one because we don't have it yet. Side note, if by any crude chance Nike you are listening, come on man, high time. We need the sneakers app. Moving on to Adidas. Adidas utilizes the Confirmed app for most of the collab drops, where we can participate in draws for limited edition sneakers like Bad Bunnies or Fear of Gods. Puma also conducts online draws for exclusive drops, so you can participate in those as well if you're interested. So you guessed it. Staying informed about these processes is crucial, and you need to take care of the release calendar. That's the very basic step. The next best thing you can do is enlist your support squad. So my point is, when you have a team, why go solo? Rally your friends and family to assist you by entering raffles and participating in drops on your behalf. The more entries you have, the better chances, the better odds you have of copying those kicks. Just remember to return the favor when they need a hand. Alright, I am sure you have heard the phrase patience is key. Well, it could be a hit or a miss when it comes to the resale market. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Waiting is tough. But jumping into the resale market immediately after a drop can lead to overpaying. Prices often start high due to the hype, but tend to stabilize over time. On the flip side, however, if you wait for too long, it could also lead you to overpaying, like the Travis Low fragments. They are a great example for this. If you waited too long, you missed the chance to grab it at least $500 cheaper. I can bet you on that. Fortunately, it's not too tough to monitor the prices. You can monitor the price trends on platforms like StockX, Goat, eBay. They help you identify an optimal time to buy. It's not foolproof, but if you are well informed, it works. It definitely works. I don't know why many people skip this one, but you should definitely consider pre-loved sneakers when it comes to looking for pairs for the toe and not for the dough. Exploring used options on platforms like eBay or Goat can be a game changer. A sneaker's lifespan largely depends on its care, and a gently used pair can fetch off great value. It could be a great come up for you guys if you find one. Yes, it has some risk, so always check for seller ratings and product photos to ensure the quality, but definitely consider this option. Another very basic alternative that I have is to get creative with customized kicks, right? I mean, come on, you love sneakers, right? Why not make a DIY project out of it? If a particular sneaker is beyond your budget, consider customizing a more affordable pair to mimic the desired look. For example, the Jordan 4 Crafts medium olives, they can be easily customized to resemble the undefeated Force. And the price difference is between $300 to $20,000. Another great example is the Jordan 1 Heritage. It could be easily customized into a Chicago or a black toe. This approach allows for personalization without breaking the bank. And trust me, you end up appreciating the shoe way more than you would a GR pair. Because you spend your time and energy on it, right? You're going to love wearing it. Okay, if you like that customization option, you definitely have to try Nike by You. Nike offers the Nike by You program, allowing you to design your own sneakers on silhouettes like Dunks, Air Force Ones, or even Air Maxes. You can choose premium materials and colorways, creating a unique pair tailored to your taste. It's a fantastic way to get a personalized sneaker without the hassle of competing for a limited release. Another great thing that many of us fail to do is joining sneaker communities, both online and offline. It can provide valuable insights, especially if you consider platforms like Reddit, R Sneakers, or local Facebook groups. They often share information about restocks, upcoming releases, and strategies for copying sneakers at retail. Even some Instagram pages, they post some really good content about the upcoming drops and actual product quantities. So you can strategize what you want to get and when you want to get it. I've said it before and I'll say it again, guys. Knowledge is power. And engaging with fellow enthusiasts can keep you ahead of the curve. Just remember, the sneaker game requires a blend of strategy, patience, and the most obvious thing, a stroke of luck. By employing these tactics, you can enhance your chances of securing those sought after kicks and hopefully without overspending. Alright, that's everything we have for this video. Until next time, guys, keep it clean, keep it real, and keep chasing those grails. Peace.